Working on the green car again today. We're going to try to replace the floor pan on the driver's side. I know not too many people watching the video of us replacing that passenger side, but that's what we're working on. Might as well turn on the camera. And we're going to use the plasma cutter a little bit today, put it to some use. There's a lot of brackets in the framework underneath. So, I mean, you can't just hack it all out with a plasma cutter, but you can do some of it and kind of whittle it down and make it a little easier to see what we're trying to work with in there to make things fit. Running at 20 amps and 20 psi of air pressure, and see what it does. It's going a little fast at first. It cuts through it fine, but kind of leaves slag behind that sort of re-welds some of the pieces that back together, you know, on the bottom side of the metal that I was cutting. So I needed to move slower to make sure that it had time to blow away all of the melted metal so that it just didn't reconnect. I thought all of my breakers in the building were 20 amp. I discovered that one of them was 15, and that was what I happened to be plugged in to, and I had the plasma cutter set to 20 amps, so I tripped a breaker, and then smoke alarms started going off because it creates a lot of heat and a lot of smoke, so be aware of that. Even after I opened the doors to let it clear out, it still set the smoke alarm off. So make sure you got plenty of ventilation when you're working with it. All in all, I think it's definitely going to be a useful tool. I think the more that I use it, the more that I'll find ways to make it useful. It's just another tool that's in the arsenal, and kind of have to get used to having it so that I think of projects that it would be useful for.